Wouldn't it be a great thing if you were to incorporate into your house lots of innovative green building technology?
We're passionate about sustainability, so who better than us to drive green to the mainstream?
Thus began this quest to build the Mainstream GreenHome.
It's the first green home in the country to be built in a subdivision.
Officials with Cherokee Investment Partners say the house will be environmentally friendly.
It looks and functions like a traditional house, but it's environmentally friendly.
It will use 50% less energy than a conventional home.
Cherokee really started in 1984. It began when I acquired some brick manufacturing companies in North Carolina. So there were some people experimenting with using alternative fuels, renewable fuels. And we developed a strategy to acquire old, inefficient brick plants that use a lot of energy and convert them to burning biomass. We cleaned up other sites until in the 90s when we began acquiring the sites that were polluted and using our skills and technology and expertise to clean up the pollution on those sites that we owned and then redeveloping them or selling them to someone else.
I started working with Tom by looking at sustainability guidelines for Cherokee and talking about the larger sustainability ideas that were inherent in the work that we had been doing and the work that Cherokee had been doing.
Your ultimate goal in building or designing, creating a green building would be that it uses no net energy. It produces as much energy as it creates. We have a team of people here who focus on green building technology and implementation. We assign the project to them and say, look, we want you to maximize the green building technologies implementation in our own office space. I mean, the goal is that we would see green building technologies used in all buildings and that they're built from sustainable cradle-to-cradle materials.
The idea of cradle-to-cradle is to put materials and systems into continuous cycles as compared to cradle-to-grave, where we use things once and then throw them away.
The Mainstream GreenHome project came about because we're evolving our business strategy at Cherokee. Originally we would buy a site that had pollution on it, and we would clean up the pollution, then we would sell the site to someone else. But over time we increasingly came to be concerned about what was being built on our sites.
We sought out to prove that you don't need to live in a geodesic dome in order to be sustainable.
Wouldn't it be great if we were to build a green home right here in Raleigh in a traditional subdivision?
The goal here is that this really be mainstream. That, as I can tell you from a person who's out in public life, people want to acquire energy efficient homes. It's not just those $600 or $800 a month natural gas bills, but they know it's the right thing to do.
And what we see is that most of these concerns have been out of sight and out of mind. And they're becoming more and more visible. And that's one of the reasons this house is so important.
I'm delighted to have this invitation to join you to celebrate the Cherokee Partners Initiative and all they're doing here.
We're going to toss some seeds out here on the lot.
The greatest compliment that we've received from people driving up to the home is, where is the green home? They assume that this is just a traditional home and the green home must be on a different street.
It's a house that incorporates many, many different green building technologies, more than a typical house would have.
At the green home we have thousands of features that have never been attempted before, certainly never aggregated together in one location to demonstrate to people that this is possible. We feel like it has the look and feel of an elegant traditional home. Everything from the raised panel cabinetry that is renewable, to using elegant ceiling tiles that were made of 100% recycled product, putting LED lighting throughout the home, to using 100% recycled gypsum wall, something that we thought everybody was doing, but turned out that very few were doing in the region.
So we felt like the Mainstream GreenHome would be an example, a platform, an opportunity for us to demonstrate these technologies, experiment with these technologies, use them so that we could learn from them, as well as give that information to others.
We've analyzed millions of decisions that go into the construction of a single home in America. The fact that we're not builders and we're engaged in a construction project that is pretty unique nationally, I think says a lot, that we've dedicated the resources we have.
This project wouldn't be possible without the partners who participated. There are over 100 different organizations or suppliers that furnished materials or furnished information or helped us as we went through this building project.
It is a product that is manufactured without cutting down any new trees. All the trees were sawn down originally 200 to 300 years ago.
It is a user and eco-friendly product which is good for us, for the earth, and for our future children.
Typical R value in a wood door is about R1.5. Our door has an R13 because we're taking a steel or fiberglass off the market insulated door and we're putting real wood on the interior side of it.
At Cherokee going forward, we'd like to take the experience and the lessons learned from building the Mainstream GreenHome and roll them out across all of our projects.
I use the National Mainstream GreenHome as a reference point in our office when we're looking at strategies that might work for something, here or there. And I can say, what did they do down there and how did it work out?
This project is an educational platform. And it started as an educational platform for Cherokee, and now it's become an educational platform for the nation.
More than 100 companies and organizations contributed to the Mainstream GreenHome. This would not have been possible without their commitment to sustainability and their dedication to this project. We sincerely thank our partners for thinking about people and the environment and for helping us to achieve our collective vision for a Mainstream GreenHome.